All right, friends, it's Thor Daikao. It's this week on Blu-ray and DVD. We've got a jam-packed edition. I have no time to waste. We start with one of the biggest films of the summer. Bryan Singer is back, bringing the credibility to the franchise. X-Men, Days of Future Past. And this was brilliant because it brought together the old cast with the new cast for a time-traveling adventure. Have a look.
I said the school's closed. You need to leave.
Not until I see the professor.
There's no professor here. I told you that.
Look, kid. You and I are going to be good friends. You just don't know it yet.
Professor?
Love it. So this has the ensemble of the unstoppable characters from the first trilogy joining forces with their younger selves from First Class in an epic battle to change the past and save the future. Now on the Blu-ray and the DVD, you've got nearly an hour of never-before-seen special features that takes you further into the adventure and how they made it, the background story, the creation of the building of the Sentinels program, a great gag reel, and a feature that shows the cast members' finest mutant moments. So it's jam-packed with extras. It was a summer thrill ride and looks amazing with the special effects. Also, the Quicksilver scene was a scene-stealing one with Evan Peters from American Horror Story featuring that classic Jim Croce song. If you haven't seen it, it's one of the finest executed scenes in all of movies all this year. There's Quicksilver there. And it sets things up very nicely for X-Men Apocalypse, and Bryan Singer will be back to direct that. And I'm hearing that one will be 80s set. There's a little bit of that Quicksilver scene. Okay, we're going to move on now and talk animation. This is from DreamWorks. And do you remember these lovable characters from the 50s and 60s? We're talking, of course, about Mr. Peabody and Sherman. Have a look at their wild escapades.
He calls it the way back. It's a time machine. Now that we've seen it, maybe we should go back. Nope.
All right, you know, this was very good, led confidently by Ty Burrell from Modern Family. He's the voice of Mr. Peabody. He's an inventor, scientist, and genius who just happens to be a dog. And with his son Sherman, they'll embark on the most amazing adventure and try to repair time by going back through history and saving the future. Very snappy, very heartfelt, and this one had a lot of intelligence and wit, and a lot of people that maybe sort of didn't think this would live up to the characters that were established in Rocky and Friends and the Bullwinkle show that they grew up on. I think we'll be delighted because there's something here to enjoy for children and adults alike, and the the special voices, the celebrity voices include Ariel Winter, Stephen Colbert, Leslie Mann, and the great Allison Janney. So check out Mr. Peabody and Sherman. Fun for the whole family. Not so much for the whole family, but this one is taking the social media world by storm. We're talking, of course, and I do mean storm, Sharknado II. Ian Ziering and Tara Reid, plus a host of special guest stars, are back in the sequel. Have a look.
Let's go kill some sharks! It's happening again.
You really think there's going to be one of those shark storms here?
Yes! I'm not crazy. People have to know the truth before it happens again. Welcome to New York.
Wow, if you thought the first one was ridiculous, look out! The action moves to New York City when a Category 7 hurricane pummels the city and floodwaters bring thousands of sharks, adding insult to injury. Tornadoes soon dot the horizon, and Sharknadoes tear through the city. No building or national monument is safe. Celebrity cameos galore in this one, including Andy Dick, Kelly Osbourne, Judah Friedlander, Perez Hilton, Billy Ray Cyrus, Al Roker, and even Matt Lauer. You know what? It's a lot of fun. Check your head at the door. Special effects leave a lot to be desired, but Sharknado 2, the second one, is here for all your cheesy B-movie needs. Gotta love that one. Nothing more to say about that. All right, we're going to talk TV now for a few acclaimed series. The first one, FX's own darling, Fargo, and this was an incredible miniseries, the most Emmy-nominated one of the year, an original adaptation from the Academy Award-winning feature film Fargo from the Coen brothers, and this is very much in the same vein of that classic film. Nominated for 18 Emmy Awards, it's also won the 2014 Critics' Choice Award for Best Miniseries. Just a great thrill ride, a true crime story that follows a case and new characters with that trademark humor, murder, and Minnesota nice that made the film an enduring classic. Billy Bob Thornton is excellent in this one, and the cast is impeccable, including Martin Freeman, Colin Hanks, and the list goes on. And I can't wait for season 2 because it's going to be a different time period and a different case. So this series really going sort of the way of True Detective and American Horror Story in the sense that the subsequent seasons will all follow different stories. But man, Fargo is riveting stuff. It's got that great blend of humor, mixed with that dark crime scene story. Fargo, check it out now. All right, next we're going to be talking Vikings, and it's back for season 2. No, before that, Penny Dreadful, Showtime's classic. And if you haven't heard about this one, it is great. It's sort of a psycho-sexual drama that takes a lot of literary and historical figures from literature and sort of meshes them all together. And it stars the likes of, yes, Josh Hartnett and Eva Green. So it completely reinvents literature's most famous characters, such as Victor Frankenstein, Dorian Gray, Dracula. Timothy Dalton's also in this one. So the characters join a core group of characters in a dark and brutal quest to save a soul as they sort of grapple with their own monstrous temptations. This is a wonderful show from Showtime, and it was from the creators of John Logan, the Oscar nominee behind Skyfall, Hugo, and Gladiator, and Oscar winner Sam Mendes, the director of American Beauty and Skyfall. These are the gentlemen behind this frightening psychosexual drama that weaves together all these great stories and classic horror figures from literature. I really like Timothy Dalton in this one, and Eva Green. She's good in anything. Okay, you can check that one out as well. Now we'll get to Vikings, and it's back for season 2, and the temptation and the murder and the deceit all get basically sort of upped in terms of the ante in this one, because we've got Ragnar, the young warrior and family man who desires to find and conquer new lands across the sea, claim them as his own. So now he is an earl, and he's allied with the king, played by Donald Logue, and with more power than ever before, his desire to sail west and explore new kingdoms remains unappeasable. So season 2, you've got crisis of faith, of power, of relationships, all the action, all the emotional charge of season 1 just sort of has way more impact in this one. And Ragnar's indiscretions threaten his marriage, tearing him and his beloved son apart. So there's new plots hatched in this one, scores settled, blood spilled, all under the watchful eyes of the gods. And a new great cast addition to this one, Canadian Alexander Ludwig as Bjorn, the bold and intelligent son of Ragnar. Love this show. Not always necessarily historically accurate, but I like that it has a lot of that mysticism that we've come to expect from Viking and folklore tales. Great action, awesome acting. I even enjoy the screenplay. So Vikings season 2, for all those history buffs out there, check it out now. All right, people, and we're almost coming to a close here. We leave you with a classic on Blu-ray. We're talking about White Christmas, the Diamond Anniversary Edition, and this celebrates 60 years of the treasured musical classic. Bing Crosby, Danny Kaye, Rosemary Clooney, and Vera Ellen in the unforgettable music from Irving Berlin. So this holiday film is timeless fun and entertainment for the entire family. I watch this every Christmas. So the Blu-ray, which is the Diamond Anniversary Edition, gives you all kinds of new special features, including a UNICEF documentary featuring Danny Kaye, 5 classic Christmas television show appearances by Crosby and Kaye. You got an optional sing-along subtitle track, a Christmas CD with 12 songs from the likes of Crosby, Kaye, Rosemary Clooney, Peggy Lee, Judy Garland, including 8 never-before-released tracks. It looks gorgeous on high def. It's just an iconic Christmas classic with wonderful performances and just a really buoyant, sort of lighthearted feel. So White Christmas, for all you collectors out there, get it now, because this is the definitive version. There you go. Just in time for Christmas. Not quite, but if you want to get a head start on the Christmas gifts for your parents maybe, or the one that loves those holiday musicals, that one is the one to get. That's it, people. I'm Thor Diakow. You can check me out on Twitter. Let me know what you thought of these titles and if you have any recommendations. See you next week on breakfasttelevision.ca.